create a smaller space within that large space, so that we don't look like we're lost.
Yeah.
So the event will take place on the 7th and 8th, Bad Friday the 7th and the Saturday the 8th of April this year. And what we're going to do is, first we have a collaboration with the National Museum Jamaica, the Rastafari exhibit that they are observing the 10th year of the Rastafari exhibit, while we are observing the 60th year of Rastafari, of the atrocities. So we have partnered with them, and we are...
All right, explain where you talk about exhibit. The one that was downtown, the one that was in Washington?
The one that was in Kingston and is still in I think a part of it is still in Montego Bay now. It started in Washington and then moved to Jamaica. But it is the 10th year that they have had it in Jamaica.
Yes, yeah.
Right. So we are collaborating with them, and we are doing a museum at the venue on both days, to inform the public, about the historical aspects of Rastafari, and also the Coral Gardens.
That is in Jarrett Park. You're going to have that exhibition.
Yes, in Jarrett Park. There's a building there.
Yes.
So we're going to use up the building for the
kind of museum like.
Yes, right.
Okay.
And in addition to their exhibits, we have statements of the survivors, the ones who have passed away. We have put on vinyl, their pictures and the statements that they gave to the public defender, so that that their statements will be there for the public to observe. And this year we have a special account from a policeman who participated in the Coral Gardens incident. So we will also have his picture and his written account of his experience that he in that time.
Hold on. Is he the one in a documentary that's about how the music used?
No.
Oh, not him.
Not at all. No.
Okay.
Right. So we will we will have that. That is, special for us for the 2 days. We are trying to get. We are inviting the students, because every year students come to the Rastafari community to do research as part of their curriculum. So we're going to reach out to the schools and colleges for the students to come and see the exhibit,
of course,
as well as speak with the survivors directly.
Yeah.
So yes, right. And we're having on Friday the usual banquet.
Hold on. I could go back to the Friday now, because since Friday, you never do this before, we really need to emphasize this part of it now, where ones can come in and say and read and hear voices from the past that talk about this thing that happened in St. James. All right, so it will open from what time to what time, that exhibit? What time to what time?
All right, so the exhibit will be there all day, both days. We start at 11 a.m. both days.
Okay.
And we are planning a panel discussion on Saturday morning, speaking directly to the historical events that have of persecution and discrimination that have taken place over the years.
Okay.
So that will also be added information.
Yeah. Who's in the panel?
Well, Dr. Michael Barnett will be the moderator.
Okay.
We have not yet finalized all of the panelists.
Speakers,
Yes, right.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And so it's Saturday you have the banquet.
No, Friday. Friday we have the banquet at 2 p.m. We start the banquet. We do the banquet, and then after the banquet we have a speakers forum of persons speaking on health, and natural healing, on reparations, and that type of thing. And then after the speakers forum, we will have entertainment.
Okay.
By the spoken word. So we have spoken word artists, the poets, and so on. And following that, now we will have drumming and chanting right into the to the end of Friday's activity. Okay. We're hoping to have 3 different drumming groups to create that form of entertainment and commemoration. And then on Saturday now we continue with the museum, with the exhibits at the museum. We will have a panel discussion in the morning in respect of the historical aspects of the Rastafari movement. And without leaving you out, Mutabaruka, we will be having you to on Friday to do your usual musical selections and entertain the patrons as they are there. Man. And on Saturday we will also have a panel discussion in the afternoon, starting about between 4 and 5 o'clock, on the state of the current state of the ganja industry, and that will be led by Raga, Rastafari Grassroots Association. Yeah. Right. So they will, and we also have a ganja grove. We will have that in terms of displays and experiencing the sacrament, but that will be, of course, apart from we will create a space for that, so that because we know the legal requirements for persons under 18 not to participate in that.
All right, so that is the whole day. That's like it go right up till when? Because people have to know.
Right up until we're looking at, say, 2 p.m. If the police allows us to go that far, or if they allow us to go further, we will.
You mean 2 a.m.?
2 a.m. And we will, yes, I didn't mention the cultural presentation in the form of a stage show that will end the Saturday's program.
Right.
So we're having artists like Warrior King and others, just yeah. So,
all right.
On the advertisements coming up, coming up in this week.
You ever try get one of those what you call well-known Rastafari artists to perform at the anniversary? You ever try get one of them to do that yet?
Well, yes. We have a problem this year, though, because that is what we were really focusing. We said we would try to get, at least about 3 really big artists.
No, but from I go there, I don't see no bigger. Well, I shouldn't say that.
No,
but
well, what happened is
most of the time, I don't see no big artists come there. Eh?
Well, on the 50th commemoration, there were quite a few big artists. Capleton, Queen Ifrica.
Like 10 years ago.
Many more were there on the 50th. But what has been in recent times now, since they have some fest have been they have contracts with these artists that they should not perform either 3 to 4 months before the event and some couple of months after the event in the Montego Bay area. So that is what has made it difficult for us to.
So is that up now? Is that up now again? Why? You mean 3-4 months? I miss the artists I do show everywhere.
Yes,
we only artists with the some
the Montego Bay area, because even some of us, some of the bigger artists gave their commitments, and then afterwards they called in to say that because of the contract that they are signing with Sumfest, they will not be able to perform.
Wow. And all right, and I'm going to say nothing to this, so right at all. I don't feel to throw up no what's next right now. Believe you me. All right.
Yes.
So we set out that. All right. Since I have here, I can ask you some questions. What is the status now of the elders, the Benevolent organization, and the government as it relates to securing a better life for the last days of these elders? What is the status?
All right, so right now we are operating an elder care facility in Norwood, which is on rented premises. And the elder care facility is, we are taking care of a few elders who do not have caregivers. And we operate it obviously on a 24-hour basis, 24/7 basis, where we rotate the staff and they come in on a shift basis to take care of the elders. Now, we were granted, since 2018, Minister Grange announced in Parliament about 2 lots in Albion. That is where we had the commemoration last year. But we still have not yet fully secured the property, even now. Even after writing so many letters and, making so many telephone calls and following up and, talking with representatives at the land agency and all of that. The fact is that the political directorate has to sign off on it, and that has not yet happened. So, and during the visit of Prince Ermias last year, Minister Grange said that promised. She didn't give a timeline, but she promised to finalize the matter. And she even said that it would not only be the elder care facility, would be a permanent elder care facility at Albion, and it would not only be for the survivors, but also for the elders in the Rastafari community.
Yeah, like all of me, I know.
Yes, indeed, we are all getting there.
Yes.
But we have some difficulty, getting them to fulfill that promise, So
what is difficult? Why is that a difficult thing?
I don't know. It is that politicians make promises and you have to follow up, and we have been following up, and we have, it still has not yet happened.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other survivors who have their caregivers and are at home with their families or so, they receive a monthly disbursement from the trust fund to take care of their living expenses and, medical expenses and so on. Okay. In addition, we at the elder care facility, and also in association with the Nyabingi, a group from the Nyabingi, we did a health fair recently, which was really well received, where volunteers came in from abroad, and there was a doctor there and a dentist there, and more than 40 persons were, seen by the doctor and the dentist. We also have a doctor coming in at the elder care facility on a weekly basis, attending to the elders as well as the community, the wider community, and that is also it's really well received to the extent that it's growing. The other people from the community are coming in, making appointments to come in to see the doctor on a weekly basis. Once every Thursday, he's there.
Well, these things are happening, and Jamaican people don't know it's happening, because I hear some little open-mouthed people that talk about where Rasta do this and Rasta nah do that and Rasta do this and Rasta. And I know they eye them from them Iowa there, really, and make sure say the elders them who leave out of that atrocity is taken care of. How much of them leave since last year till now? How much of them gone?
One.
Okay.
Since last year, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but overall, we have about, close to 20, maybe a little bit less of them who are still alive.
Who was there from them time, Carol gone to now?
Yes.
Yeah. And they are taken care of?
They are taken care of in different ways, as I say.
Yes.
Those who are with their families, we still monitor the situation with them, because with many of these, the family members, they are not Rastafari, and they don't. Some of them do not necessarily prioritize the supervision of the elders.
Of the elders, yeah.
So we monitor that, and in some cases we have to intervene and suggest improvements so so that we try to ensure that the elders are well taken care of. But, intervening in family situations kind of very sensitive, so we have to, we have to be diplomatic and, be aware of that as well.
Well, sister, give thanks, because we know the work still, it's just that we don't have you upon the radio every day if you talk about it, and we don't ever want to talk about it every day neither, but we know it's go on.
Yes, give thanks, Muta. Yes, it is going on, and we must remind the Rastafari community and the general public that the Rastafari Korgas Benevolent Society, we operate on a voluntary basis. None of us are paid in any way or shape. We are supervised by the Department of Cooperatives. We have to send in our returns on an annual basis. And so we have to operate transparently and above board. Yes. So, it is just voluntary work we are doing,
Yeah,
and at the elder care facility, though, we have a manager employed to supervise the staff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Mama. Give thanks. So, the 7th and the 8th, Montego Bay, Jared Park.
Montego Bay, Jared Park,
yes. All right, Mama. Give thanks.
We want the younger people to come out because they are not aware of the history,
No.
And there are some attempts at times to rewrite the history. So we really have to, the commemoration event is essential. Yes. In keeping the history alive and to keep the facts.
Yes.
Keep the society, the public aware of the facts.
That's why we have a program like this, because we have to continuously tell them the same thing over and over. That's them can know say we're there still. Yeah, because people are passing on. The younger people are being they have the cultural influence from elsewhere. They might move back ways.
They don't necessarily see and remember any what their foreparents went through.
I talked to a bridge the other day. I never know if him in the early 30s. Him say never know so Bob Marley get shot.
Yes.
So I say you never know so Bob Marley get shot. Him say no.
Yes.
And I start to tell him.
For granted,
I start to tell him about a whole heap of things about Bobby and he must say, I them things they used to go on. I say, what's that?
Yes.
And I listen to Bob song them every day.
Yes. So sometimes, it looks like we are just repeating the same old.
Yeah.
But we have to.
But of course.
To keep the nation really.
Marcus Garvey tell us about it. Propaganda is part of the struggle. You have to keep saying the same thing over and over.
Yes, because propaganda is used against us.